Coming up soon, Bear Grylls gear. Is it good? Is it worth the money? Well, for around 23 euros, I will definitely take a look if this knife is worth the money. You know him? Mr. Bear Grylls. And there it is, the Gerber Bear Grylls folding sheath knife. The blade on this knife is made out of 7CR17 MOV stainless steel. You have this half serrated, half plain edge blade, and the whole blade is coated. You also have thumb studs on both sides of the blade, so it is totally ambidextrous. As you can see, it has this really thick spine that is not sharp enough to throw a spark off your ferro rod. You have this small little swedge at the very tip of the blade, top of the tip, as you can see, and it says Gerber as well as the Bear logo. It is slightly hollow grind, but very shallow. And the grind is very even, so you can't see an uneven grind on the blade. That's nice. It comes pretty sharp out of the box, but you have to sharpen it a little bit more to get it razor sharp. But hey, it's a 23 euro knife. Don't forget about that. The handle is orange hard plastic here and at the front. Here, with an overmold, they call it Tech-Hide. It's a rubber, extreme rubberized grip, but feels very secure in the hand, and you won't slip off at no cost. Even with wet hands, definitely not slip off this handle. You have this big and huge finger guard here. You have a lanyard hole at the back, the Bear Grylls logo, and as you can see, it's screwed, so you have this star screws in the handle for the back spring as well as for the pivot, so you can readjust the pivot if you have any slight blade play. Some jimping, if this is called jimping, I don't know, it's very rounded off, but it gives you, no, it doesn't give you any traction at all. It's more traction on the Tech-Hide, on the rubberized grip than on this one. Maybe a design feature, but nothing more. Even here in the back. This actually is really good because it's inside the rubber, inside the Tech-Hide. So this gives you good traction. This last 1, 2, 3 here are good, but this up here at the plastic, it's for nothing. It's the other side. So it's all held and fixed by this hard plastic. But feels very good in hand. There's the knife in an in-hand view. So you can see it feels very good. Every position is a little soft, but hey, the touch is not bad. My knife doesn't have any blade play at all. And as you can see, in my opinion, it looks really cool. I like the colors orange and grayish. This is a backlock blade, so it secures by a backlock spring that you have to press here to release the blade, and then you can fold the blade in. So the centering of the blade is not perfect, but close to it. I can easily adjust it by simply tighten up the pivot screw or loosen the pivot screw, but as far as centering goes, it's absolutely okay. And I've seen worse centering on much higher quality blades. That's how the knife looks like in folded position. And because it's called the folding sheath knife, of course, you will get a sheath. Well, to be honest, I like the design of the sheath. I really do. I like the Gerber, I like the BEAR logo on it, I like the quality, and I like how it's made. Especially for a price 23 euros including the sheath. That's awesome. So what you get is this pre-formed sheath that has a belt loop as well as two other loops here and here, which I prefer for a knife this size. The sheath is made in China, and I think the knife too, so both of it is coming directly from China. You have this BEAR logo stitched into this sheath here, Gerber here, and underneath here BEAR GRYLLS. What I don't like about the sheath is this small little Velcro. At the rear pocket, which is an elastic pocket right there on the inside of the sheath, you have the Priorities of Survival pocket guide from Mr. BEAR GRYLLS himself. As you can see, you have this stretchy pocket in the behind where the knife normally would go. Now the knife is the main compartment, and behind that is this small little pouch for this pocket guide. I will leave this outside of the sheath so you can see the knife alone. And because of the rubberized tack height, it's quite a little hard to get the knife in. But you get used to it, just reel a bit and it will slide in, no problem at all. When you want to close the sheath, I'll show you in more detail. There is only half of the Velcro used. Half of it is unused because I can't fold. Even when I push really hard and it doesn't close all the way. There is still some Velcro left and it opens very easy. So that's what I don't like about the sheath. They should have done this Velcro piece a little longer here where Gerber is stitched in, and also should have done the lid or the flap a little longer so you have enough and plenty space for your Velcro to rest in and to hook it up. But this here, it's just a flick with your finger and it's open. That's no good. Normally it won't fall out even with the flap open. Which brings me to another problem that I see, and that's the pocket guide. If I put the pocket guide where it meant to be and then put the knife in, it always tears up the pocket guide. Because I'm always coming in contact, knife, with the pocket guide. Thumb studs with the pocket guide. Handle with the pocket guide. So no, I don't need this pocket guide inside this small little sheath. So I leave it outside and you can put whatever you want to put in there, but I won't recommend you to give this pocket guide in this small tiny little pocket there. Oh, another thing, it's pretty hard to open the knife one-handed because the ergonomics are so different to do that. It's possible, but it's not a fast opener. At first with the plain edge, no effort, no hot spots in the hand with this tack height grip. Now for the serrations. And people often tell me you can't carve with serrations, you can't feather stick with serrations. Well, it's all about training. You can, if you do it right. So you can see, that's the one with the plain edge blade, that's the one with the serrated blade. So there's not much difference in how fine it curls. Just to give you an example. Well, a pocket knife should never be used for batoning. And when you do betoning with the pocket knife, release the locking mechanism. But what you can do with a pocket knife is split some very small kindling, like this already pre-split sticks there. And that it's very simply done by place the knife like you normally would do while betoning, and go with your hand and smack with your hand on the backside of the spine until the knife is in. And all you have to do then is twist the blade and it splits right apart. You can do it again. As you can see right there, it already pre-splits. Then twist the knife and you have two of them. Almost through the wood. Just finishing off. That's it. 2 cuts. So that was my short review, my short presentation of a very cheap, very useful knife, which is the Gerber BEAR GRYLLS folding sheath knife that I bought off Amazon. And as you have seen, Amazon is selling this for 23-24 euros, which is pretty good, including the sheath, including the pocket guide from BEAR GRYLLS. And yeah, this blade does a great job. So stay tuned for some more BEAR GRYLLS gear. Hope you liked this video. See you next time. Mike out.